Mango 7 here. How we doing today? Today's retainer day, actually. It's another video request. I think this one was from YouTube comments. I want to go over all the ins and outs of retainers, what retainers I have, what I'm using them for, what I previously used them for, and what's the best way to level them. Basically, anything you want to know about retainers, you should have covered here. First off, a little rant and rave about retainers. I get kind of called out a lot for having 8 of them, but I love every last one of them. They add so much to my gameplay, and it's well worth the extra $1 a month per retainer, or extra $2 per retainer. I'm not even sure what it is. I don't care. It just helps me out that much. The amount of storage capacity, the amount of gil return, which isn't a factor to me, but it might be for you. The amount of all the quality of life bonuses just add up to so much to me. I don't think you need 8 of them. I think that's overboard. I tend to go overboard on a lot of things. I do think having 4 would just be perfect, and that will allow you to keep your materials away from your other things, and overall just make your life much better in Final Fantasy XIV, especially as a crafter. So one thing I want to cover before we get into the video is the restriction upon what level your retainer can be. I think they mentioned it somewhere, but just in case you missed it, you cannot have a retainer that is higher level class than you currently are. So for example, I have a level 70 Astrologian, and that in turn means I can have a level 70 Astrologian retainer. My warrior is only level 60, so that means I cannot have anything over level 60 for a warrior until I level my warrior up. So this means thinking ahead is incredibly important. I would not level any retainer you do not plan to max your actual job out for. So if you only plan on getting Black Mage to 50, don't make a Black Mage retainer. It's okay to have multiple. If you want to have 2 battle classes, you can easily have 2 of the same. Like I could have 2 Astrologians if I wanted to, but I'm kind of a thematically correct kind of person, and Nozomi was the only Love Live character that fit Astrologian, so I couldn't possibly make one of the other girls do that. So yeah, I'm a little weird that way, but it's no problem to make doubles. So let's go over into Gamer Escape here, and this site is fantastic. I honestly could have just opened up the video, linked you this site, and left, but I figure I'll talk about it a little bit. I will leave the link in the description below, but it does tell you how to get retainers if you're having a problem, assigning your retainers if you're having a problem again, retainer gear, all this sort of thing, and I kind of want to skip all that because that's something you can read yourself or you should know by now. I want to look over the specific ventures, so let's look at targeted exploration first. We can go through the mining exploration. These ones mean you target one item and you get that item back for sure, and they're generally an hour long. And these are the best XP I find for hourly periods, assuming you're an active player. So this list here tells you every last thing you can get. It also tells you the quantity you can get, 20, 40, or 60, depending on your gathering. It also shows the minimum gathering requirement, and every last thing you can get for here. Just a fantastic thing. These are my favorite ventures to do, and they are the most profitable ones as well. Most consistently profitable as well, I should clarify that there. There's also field explorations. Let's look at the Highland one, which is the mining equivalent. These are 18-hour missions. These are way less XP per hour than the hourly ones, but you only have to do it once a day. So that may be better for some people and worse for others, depending. I get way more XP, like double or triple the XP from my hourly ones because I play way too much. But it all depends on how lazy you are. So the important thing I want to get out of these ones is all 3 mining, fishing, and botany drop good old otter here. I've got 3 of them so far, and you know, you could go forever and never get one, or you could get it first try and then get one the second time too. It's completely RNG which you get out of this list, and they do drop from any of the 60 plus ones. I've made about 15 million from otters this expansion alone, so that's a fantastic way to kind of passively get lucky. If you get lucky, it's great. So keep that in mind. Also, for the previous ones, there were fat cats, if I can find them here. Oh, fat cat's the fishing one. So let's go into the fishing and just show you that as well. So we go to the fishing one here, and at the bottom we have fat cat right here. Here we go. Level 55 one. So that's another one you might want to look into, because I know not many people are doing that now, so that may have brought the fat cat price up at this point. And the final one I want to look at are the quick explorations here. These are just atrocious, and I hate doing these ones. It just clutters my inventory with stuff I don't want. These are 2 venture costs as well. They're 1 hour duration. The XP is variable. The item's variable. Everything's completely unpredictable. I really recommend staying away from these. Maybe try it a couple times just to see what it's about, but I definitely don't enjoy it. So if we go over here to, where is it? General purpose pure white dye. This is what I found to be profitable from this. These are worth about 500k each on my server, so you can get good stuff from here, but most of the time you're going to get something that you just throw out. Like, I don't even bother vendoring it, it's that bad. I just literally right-click discard from my inventory. So let's go back into the game here and kind of take a look at some individual things, some XP values, some items and everything. Well, the first one we'll look at is Ellie here. She is one of my fishers. Right now I am grabbing spiny lobster for my fishing. You can get 10 plus of them pretty easily, but I just haven't bothered. Her gear is really baseline. Koromo octopus I think is actually more profitable than spiny lobster, but I haven't unlocked it yet, so I haven't bothered. Motley beatfish is also used for persimmon sushi, I think. Yeah, there we go. It's also used for persimmon sushi, so that's another great one. As for XP, the 1 hour ones are definitely way better than any alternative. For example, the level 1 one gives 1133 XP, and if we want to compare that to the waterside exploration, which is a 18 hour one, is 4000 XP. So that means if you're active for 4 hours of the 18 hour mission, you will get way more XP from the level 1 regular targeted exploration, and you'll also get more items from it as well. So I really recommend anybody who is an active player to really do the 1 hour long missions. And I do say 1 hour, and it does say 40 minutes here, but that's because my stats are so high. When you're actually leveling, it'll be 1 hour instead of 40 minutes. And we can also look at the quick exploration here. It doesn't show the XP or anything. Avoid these like the plague, personally, just because they take 2 retainer ventures, and it's so random what you get. And it's the exact same thing for all the retainers. So let's look at Nozomi here. She is my battle class. I actually approve battle class the most right now just because they have such a wide variety of materials you can get, and everything seems useful. So at the starting of the expansion, my mining, my fishing, my battle, and my botany were all getting me like literally 100,000 gil an hour at the first week of the expansion. Easily with things like Agana skins, like Agana eggs, moss scales. These are all fantastic options through battle. There's also Halgai mains, Manzasiri hairs, Twin Coon, 20 Twin Coon you can get no problem with better stats. Again, I have very baseline equipment and I haven't bothered upgrading them. You can also get True Griffin hides here. And to get True Griffin hides is so great right now. You don't want to go farm them, and you need so many of them. So I feel like battle is going to be worth a decent amount, basically till the end of the expansion. There's such good options. Everybody's going to need stuff like Agana eggs and moth dust to level their crafting anyway, so there's always something you can get. We can look at Maki here, who is a botanist. And the botanist options aren't as good right now, or aren't as attractive to me anyway. There are Twin Coon, which you can get 20 of, more than you can get on the battle one. I think I said you can get 20 from the battle one, but I'm pretty sure you can only get 10. Twin Coon is worth about 2,500 each on my server. Last time I checked, maybe a lot less now. It's different every day, like I say every video. So that was upwards of 50 to 75-ish thousand an hour from Twin Coon, which is just great. Zelkova Log is also good. I don't like how Hallowed Basil only comes in 3, and also she isn't high enough to meet the requirements anyway. Elysium, Yangtzean Parsley, Nexian Cutweed, Chickweed, and Nipplewort are all used for the grade 2 Razuis, so those are very often expensive. It's different every day, but sometimes some of these are worth 5,000 apiece, so it's always good to check. Some other ones I got while I was leveling were Loquat for cooking. Ruby Cotton Ball is great because that way you don't have to go underwater. There's just so many options you can get. I'm loving all the retainers so far. And we'll go into mining now. Mining's my favorite retainer just because it helps so much with your garden. I think Hanukkah's a miner right now. Yeah, she's a miner. Awesome. So we go to mining here, and let's go to 66 to 70. Right now you can get Alamegan salt crystals, which are used for grade 2 or grade 1 Razuis, I believe. No, infusions is what they're used for. You can get molybdenum orb, which is kind of cheap right now. I'd rather get Twin Coon. Palladium sand, which is actually pretty expensive right now, and basically all sorts of ore you could ever think about. But the reason why I like mining retainers is from the 46 to 50, grade 3 Thanalan topsoil. So you get one of these every hour, and they're worth about 15,000 on my server right now, and not it's not what they're worth to me. I don't send retainers out for gil. I send them out for convenience. And right now, that saves me so much money and so much time trying to gather them myself. I use so many for my garden, between my garden, my free company's garden, my alt's free company's garden. You know, I have so many gardens to fill, and this is the best way to do it. And if you think they're expensive now, imagine in however long it takes for Shirogane or Shirogane to come out when we get more housing plots. So there's going to be like 600 housing plots coming up. Imagine how much grade 3 Thanalan topsoil is going to increase in price unless they add another way to get them. So this is one I definitely recommend stocking up on now. I'm leveling 2 mining retainers from 50 to 60 just off of Thanalan topsoil and nothing else. So I have quite a few of them right now. 216 right now. All from mining retainers. So yeah, the other thing you might notice here is I have a bunch at Gridania, and that is a bad thing. The only reason I haven't changed them to Kukane yet is because I am extremely lazy. You get a tax cut if you are in the same place that the retainer is when you buy something. So I'm going to show you how to do that really quick here. It's really simple. We just go over to Kugane here. I'm loving my Ora, by the way. It just makes me so happy having her. I think she looks so much more elegant than my cat did. The problem with cats in this game, really weird rant, by the way, it came out of nowhere. My problem with cats is I have this weird thing with my face where the top half is like shadowed and then the middle half is light and then the bottom half is shadowed. I don't know if that's how tall I am or what, but no matter what I did, I always had that issue on my cat. And it felt like cats were not a good enough mix of cute and elegant. They were like not cute enough to be super cute and not elegant enough to be super elegant. So I would either... it's a nice little crafting outfit that looks really funny. So I would either be going Lalafell now for super cuteness or Ora for super elegantness. Weird rant, sorry. Retainer Vocate, that's what we're going to. So you just talk to this guy here in Kugane. You want to release... No, you don't want to release a retainer. Don't do that. You want to dispatch a retainer to Kugane here, and you can just select one like Nico Yazawa here. And hit yes, and now Nico's now in Kugane, as simple as that, and you can do that for all of them, no problem. This is something I should have done before, but you know, I don't think too many people pay attention to where it's from, especially since I always undercut by 1 gil, and I can count the amount of times on one hand, basically, that somebody's bought something that was 1 gil more expensive than mine to save taxes, which would save them a lot of gil, but nobody ever does it. I don't know why. Laziness or not knowing, it really makes no sense to me, but either way, it's how the game works right now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm Mango7Roll. I really appreciate all the likes, comments, subscribes, that sort of thing if this video helped you out. If I missed anything, please let me know, but the long and the short of it is retainers are amazing. You should try to get 4 of them. If you want to max out, this looks so funny to me, but if you want to max out your XP, I really recommend, no, don't leave, I miss you. I want to recommend doing 1-hour missions and nothing else. If you really want to be lazy about it, do the 18-hour missions. But otherwise, if you want to maximize your efficiency, 1-hour missions all day long, and you will be 70 soon enough with your retainers. As for profit, you really need to go on your server and kind of check each item individually. It's different each time. I cannot tell you exactly what to do, and I'm just cracking up inside as my character jumps behind them. It's like the Scream movie all over again, but you're being comforted by a ghost and being scared by the Aura in the back. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. See everybody next time, and let me know what you'd like to see next.